What's going on, yo? It's TCG here, back again with another Market Watch Mondays, and today we're going to look at Romance Dawn because all last week I was seeing everywhere on Facebook and Twitter, LGSs all across the states were getting rewaves of Romance Dawn, and I know that they've been popping up at the One Piece official stores. However, they slit the box open so you can't resell it and stuff, so even if people were getting sealed boxes somehow, the prices were still absurd. Now we've had a complete basically reprint and redistribution of this product, and the prices have came crashing down. We covered that stuff last week, what cards you should be looking out for to sell and move now before reprints came along. And well, if you took my advice and sold some of those Romance Dawn cards, you probably got a little bit more value out of them than if you had waited until now. But before we jump into this, I want to shout out today's sponsor, and that's going to be Dueling Guard. They still have a whole bunch of One Piece awesomeness over here on their website for sale. Pre-order with that link down in the description and use code GUMGUMTCG to get yourself a discount at checkout.
Huh? You still aren't using Dueling Guard? Then you aren't using the best TCG accessories on the market. Dueling Guard makes the highest quality TCG deck boxes with the most stunning artwork I've ever seen. Their modular design allows for easy access to your decks and dice. They don't just make deck boxes, they also make the highest quality binders with side-loading pages to keep your expensive cards safe and protected. They also make high-quality playmats and now even sleeves. I personally use their sleeves on all of my cards and cannot go back to another sleeve after I've been using theirs. They are grippy and slick when you need them to be, and I have no doubts that my cards are protected in them. Gear up with Dueling Guard to protect your cards in style. Don't forget to use code GUMGUMTCG to get a discount at checkout.
Alright, y'all, so without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the prices of cases of Romance Dawn. And if we look over the course of a year, the lowest point they ever had looks like it was about right around 1900. And maybe we could see if we could see before that. Yeah, we can't see anything before a year ago, but I could imagine it being maybe just a tiny bit lower than that, but it's done nothing but go up this past year. You can see it right here in the graph. It's gone up, 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 and literally a week ago, lowest case price bought was like $5,800, which is outrageous to say the least, like absolutely crazy price. And now we're seeing cases sold for almost $3,000. That is a $2,600 difference within a week, the span of a week, which is crazy. Now, I still do think this is very pricey. However, it is the first set. There is a lot of nostalgia to it. There is a lot of collectability to it. I personally am looking for a box to keep on my shelf sealed. But the prices for boxes still have not gone down too much. They definitely shut down. They have gone down about half. But I want to pay a little less than this. And I do think that we're going to get another wave of these eventually. They're not going to just let this product still be this price. I probably will have to fork over around $200 plus to get my box sealed. But it will be a nice addition to my collection. And I do recommend you do the same if you can find it for the right price. But like I said, this has, almost gone half in price. Like we're talking $200 difference here, and that's insane. We can see our lowest verified box right here is $262 with $8 shipping, so $270, which is not very bad at all. There are still some hits out of here that you can get and is worth that much money. Sleeve blister packs, now this hasn't changed too much just because these, I don't believe, got a rewave, so these are still about $25. These are just like with any TCG and any blister pack, the ratios are not there. These are randomly inserted packs, so you could theoretically buy 10 of these and pull 10 alt-arts. You could pull one out of every pack, but is that likely to happen? No. However, that does keep that price still pretty high. We're looking at $27.50 for your lowest verified, but if you want a single pack, you're looking at like only $10 now. Literally a week ago, you were talking about like more. What can I say? More a couple weeks ago, you're talking about $20 for a pack, and these are dead packs. People are selling their dead packs on here. So definitely be careful if you're buying single packs off of things like TCG Player and stuff like that. I know Whatnot, people sell individual packs, but typically they are from an open box that they just opened on there. However, they will let you know if it's a dead pack most of the time. On here, it's not knowledge. Like you definitely most likely going to get a dead pack. But next we have the Shanks manga, and we can take a look at this, and it has just been going up. You know, like we're talking last year about 675, and now we're at like 1700. You know, this card hasn't really gone down, and we're not talking like sales every day or fuck even every week, but like it's still the first manga from the first set, and yeah, it's got that value to it. So if you got a Shanks manga that you picked up for cheap a while ago, you're sitting pretty now. I'd probably just hold on to it, maybe consider getting it graded if it's not already. But what you're here for is not the manga or the box prices. What you're here for is the singles, the alt arts, the leaders, and stuff like that. And they have taken hits. They have taken punches. I'm talking Law Leader. And this has been, over the course of a couple months, has gone down from about 425 down to now where our lowest verified seller is 300. Like, that's like a third, man. I mean, that's a lot of money gone down. And if we look at the past month, like we look in May, what do we want to look at? Last week, June 5th, maybe a little bit before that, we're talking like it's just been going down. You can see the staircase here. But I don't think Law took too big of a hit as other leaders. Like, I know that some of the other lower price leaders took bigger hits. And same with Zoro. Like, Zoro was not very, I mean, 150 is still a lot. But compared to where it was in February, 350, now you're still looking at about 257 for your lowest verified, which is, I mean, still a great discounted price. Like, all of these are going down. I don't want to say Dofi's going down. Dofi has a lot of hype behind him right now, and definitely warrants it. You know, we've got a lot of good cards coming out for this leader, and it could be a threat in the near future. So 270, he really hasn't moved too much, and there are consistent sales. Like, if you look at these sales, people are buying these multiples every week. So yeah, and if you want a nice one, you could always just pick up a Japanese one if your locals allow stuff like that. You know, this was only 65 bucks someone got that for, so definitely watch out for that. Make sure you're not buying the Japanese if you don't want the Japanese. But I mean, like I said, you can buy one for 65 bucks right here, which is not too shabby. But don't take that to a high level event. Next, we have Monkey D. Luffy, and this one took a great big hit, it looks like. If you look here, May 20th, and then recently has just been going down. I know it's only a couple dollars there, but I mean, we were talking $300, and now your lowest verified is $200. So a third, again, chunked right off of there. Kaido, this one has been going downhill as well. Kaido's peak was 165, and now your lowest verified Kaido is $97 for a lightly play. Near mint is $98, which is nice. That's, I mean, I'm really liking to see this trend of this stuff going down. You know, I'm waiting for these to go down just a little bit more before I decide to stick my hands in and grab up these alt art leaders. They are the last ones I need to complete my alt art leader set collection. And yeah, even Croc, I mean, about the same. He was about 160, 170, and now he's lowest verified is even lower than that. You're talking 80 bucks right here, man. That's a killer deal if I'm being honest. King, this guy hasn't really gone down too much just because he's already found his home at about a $50 to $60 price range. You're looking at 55 here. Not a bad pickup, but I don't think that leader's any good. And then same with Odin. This one definitely has more potential than King, and the artwork's sick. I mean, he's just sitting here eating, munching. Look at bro. He's chilling. Whereas King's just kind of chilling. Odin's getting in there, though, man. And 53, like I said, this one isn't gone down too much either. From the big hype around January and February, right before Nats and the announcement of reprints, he was floating about $100. Now you're looking more at like 53, which is pretty nice. But a lot of the alts haven't taken too big of punches yet. I will say I do think they are going to start falling down and down and down as time goes on. But the supers have really taken the hits. And like I said, if you watched that video last week, there was a bunch that we talked about in there that I thought you should have moved by now. And yeah, Nami really hasn't taken too big of a hit either. Nami just doing Nami things. I mean, it's expensive waifu tax. Everybody wants this card. They want it graded. They want it in their decks. Yeah, your lowest verified is 215. So don't really see that one changing too much. 3 cost Rush Zoro has been kind of all over the place if you look at this graph. I mean, back in the day, you're talking $80, then it shot up to 100, then back to 80, then up to 110, back to 90, then it topped out at 140, and now we're floating at about 112 for your lowest verified. So not really going too many places with that one. Boa is also chilling. I mean, I feel like she's been $80 for quite a while. Your lowest verified is going to be $80, $80.97 to be exact. Kid has taken a big drop, and I'm kind of happy I sold these. I guess it's not too big, but I got about $100 each out of mine, and yeah, these are about $90 now, but the super rare kid has taken a bigger hit, and we'll take a look at that here in a second. This Yamato has been going down, 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 bad. I mean, we're talking 160 all the way down to $75. Literally more than half of what it was. Mihawk has been taking a big downhill spike as well. We're talking 140 all the way down to your lowest is 45. That's a steal. I might have to pick these up, honestly. Same with Dofi. I'm kind of salty because I picked these up at Nats and I got them for around $70. And now they're about 55, and there's a new SP that looks even cooler than this one coming out, so I'm kind of upset, but might just move them and get the new ones. Next we got Law, and this one has been going down horrendous. I think this is partly due to it also having the SP print and a known confirmed reprint in the One Piece The Best set, but you're looking at 45. I think that's a great price. These are amazing. They look so good. If you like this card and you consider it a good card, you want to play it in your green decks, I would consider picking these or the SP up here soon. Sanji, I don't think this one's gone anywhere either. You know, he's definitely been going down, but I've seen him about 30 to 40 bucks for the past few months. Same with Luffy, he's been about 30 bucks. Your lowest verified is going to be 28, 23. Haven't really seen too much movement on him, but now this is where we're going to start to see the big drastic changes. If you look here, right here, at the end of May, we were $40 on Yamato. And today, you could pick up your Yamatos for $27. That's $13 off. That's kind of crazy. Same with Kid. I mean, we were talking literally $40, and now they are $27. People are opening these products. They're opening these booster boxes, and they're moving their excess leftovers. And, yeah, it's just, that's how the market works. And sometimes the alts don't take big as hits, but the supers definitely do because you pull a lot more of them. Kaido's been dropping off too. You're looking at $27 for him as well. Same for King. I guess someone's selling one for $9.70, one for $10. But the market price, which is why this is up here, is $27. People just aren't buying these. People have them listed as low as $9.70. This is just big Rob Lucci, and people just don't want it. I think it's a sick card. I just don't think it has a great home. And then we have the Shanks Alt-Art, which, or I guess Alt-Art, as much as it is. This one isn't a bad pickup, honestly. I think Shanks is a decent card, but if you're not wanting to spend $15.99, you can definitely get them cheaper for the original Secret Rare copy. Perona hasn't really moved as much either. People are liking this for all kinds of blue decks. You know, Dofi definitely plays it. I don't know if they play it any more moving forward after the new starter deck comes out. However, definitely a card that people like. It's a box topper. It's not guaranteed, and definitely hard to get your hands on. I've seen her at about $15 for quite a while now. You know, she's kind of been floating around there for a while. Ulti, yeah, you're looking about $12.99. Not too bad. Didn't take a big plummet or anything. This Croc did, though. We were talking $30 a month ago. $8 now. $8. And I think this card still has really good potential. It has Banish. It gives blue events -1 cost. I think if there's another blue Croc deck to come out ever, or blue event based that's not Nami, I think this has a lot of potential. You know, some people are teching it into Nami, but I think there's good potential with this card. So you might grab those now where they're $8. I don't think that's a bad price at all. Queen, unfortunately, I don't think this card has too much playability. So if you want them, $6 isn't a bad price either. Kinemon. If there's ever a really good Green Odin leader to come out, this is the card. This card's nuts. It just doesn't have a good home. I definitely think it fits well into Red Green Odin and Green Odin, but $4 for an alt is absolutely absurd. And I mean, we're talking about one that has really, really good potential. I mean, it plays a 3 or less from your hand and restands one when attacking. It's really strong. Your Shanks, though, this is what I was talking about. Shanks has gone down quite a bit recently. I mean, $6. You know, these used to be 10, $20 for a while, and now $6. So if you don't have these, you might pick them up, or you might hold off, because I could see it getting a reprint in the One Piece The Best set. Jack, I don't think this card's great. It has a couple other printings, I'm pretty sure, as well, from like promotion packs and tournament packs and stuff like that. But your lowest is 420, Blaze it, and I mean, it is what it is. But here we go. Law has gone down tremendously the past few months. $20 back in March, down to about $15 in April, and then ever since May hit, it was about $13. Now we are sitting at a comfortable $5 price tag. That's awesome. Love to see it. Same with Mihawk. This card has been $10 plus for quite some time now. I mean, its peak was like almost $30 last year, and now we are looking at a comfortable $5. It's really nice to see accessibility for people to be able to get these older cards and not have to spend an absolute fortune on them. Boa hasn't moved very much at all either. This card's always been about $4 or $5. Alvida box topper, this has always been about $3, maybe a little more. Oh, I guess back in January it was like $10. Yeah, floating about $5, $6. But if you want them, they're about $3 now. Not too bad. I will say box toppers and stuff like that will not get a cool reprint like that, I don't believe. But Otama, I love to see this. Otama has been like $5 plus for such a long time. And now you can get your Otamas for $3, which is still a little overpriced, but come on, it's a good card. Nekomamushi, this one has taken a spill as well. About $5 last month, all the way down to right below $2. And then same with Dofi. This card's always been like $4 to $5, $3 to $5, and now we're looking at solid $2. I do see it getting a reprint, but for now, it's not a bad price. And then same with Momonosuke. This one had just more recently gone up. I mean, they were $2, went up to $3.50, went back up to $4, and then more recently have been about $5. People have been building a lot of green Wano decks right as of late, and now they are back down to about $170. So that's really nice. Zoro, I remember when Zoro was $20. I remember paying $20 for copies of Zoros, and I regret it now. It got a reprint. That's what killed its value back in November when we got the Ultimate deck, 3 captains. And it's kind of just been about the same price since then, about $250. So nothing really crazy to talk about there. But Izo has been like $4 to $5 for a while, and it's just an uncommon, just like Otama. Now $2. Love to see it, you know. And I know I was saying move a lot of these cards last week and stuff. I'm not telling you to go pick them back up now, but if they are cards you have been waiting to buy and you want to play a deck with them now is the time to get them. If you can hold out for the reprint set in November, that'll be the time to get them. But none of these cards are really guaranteed except for a couple of them. We've seen a couple confirmed reprints so far, and I mean, if you're wanting to pick up Monkey D. Luffy to throw in your Red Dragon deck, now is the time when they are $1.50 versus a couple weeks ago when they were $2, $3, $4. So I'd say the same with Kaido. Like, if you were wanting these and you didn't want to pay $3, well, now you can pay $2. It's not a huge difference, but same with Radbeam. This has been like a $4 card for forever, man. And now only $1.50. So if you've been holding off on that red deck, definitely pick those Radbeams up and play around with them for a little while. But I will say a lot of these really good cards, I want to put my finger on it and say will get reprinted. Radbeam, I definitely think will get a reprint. Tindrop Kaido might get a reprint. Yeah, I'd say Luffy will probably get a reprint. Zoro will probably get another reprint. Izo will probably get a reprint. Momo, Dofi, Otama. What is this? Maybe not Nekomamushi. Maybe not Alvida. Boa. Like, a lot of these supers and uncommons and stuff, I do think will get reprints in the One Piece The Best set. But if you've been holding out, to play a certain deck because of these Romance Dawn prices, now might be the time to do some trades at your locals, grab these cards, and see if you can't play that deck you've been wanting to mess around with. We've got OP07 coming out with the pre-release this weekend. We'll be covering the pre-release prices next Monday, but yeah, I know I said move a lot of the stuff last week, and if you did, now you can pick up the other stuff that you were missing. And if you don't want to, hold out, buy your pre-orders of the One Piece the Best set, because you'll get your cards back in that set. And Romance Dawn, Dawn has been about $3-4 for a while. Now we're back down to about $1. I do think this is a great Dawn to have a playset of. And then we have that Croc I was talking about a minute ago. You know, these weren't crazy. I think they had some hype because of Nami back a couple months ago. And just being that Romance Dawn, super rare, elusive, and now they are down to about $1. Last two cards, Punk Gibson. This card has been all over the place, but has been like $2 to $5 for almost a whole year, and now we're looking at under $1. And then finally, same with Sanji. Sanji has been about $2 plus for almost a year, and now we're looking at about 75 cents. So, tried to keep this concise. We had a lot of cards to look over. Main point of this video, Romance Dawn prices are crashing and tanking. Do I think this is a good time to grab a case? Yeah, I do. $3,000 if you're wanting to keep sealed. Like, yes, that is a lot of money, but if they so happen to not ever reprint this again, which I think is unlikely, I think we're gonna get more waves of it. I think your money will stay and hold for a little while. But boxes, like if they come out with another wave in like 6 months, these box prices are going to shit the bed again. They're going to go all the way down. I believe they will be $200 or less. And it just depends on Bandai. It depends on if they want to keep printing or not. And as of right now, this was a shock to everybody. We knew they were coming, but we didn't know when. And I saw it on Twitter. I saw it on Facebook. My LGS is getting Romance Dawn. My LGS has got Romance Dawn and Structured X. We didn't cover that in this video. But a lot of Structured X did get reprinted, like the first 1 through 6 of them, and distributed out to LGSs. But I don't think this is a bad time to pick up this box. I mean, we're talking $200 off of what it was just a month ago. And yeah, if you're wanting to keep sealed, you might just go ahead and grab it now. I'm debating it heavily right now, but with 07 right around the corner, I might have to hold off to get those new cards. But that's all I got for y'all today. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And we're almost at 2,000 subscribers. And with that, I will see you all on the next one. Peace.